Hello, Scorpio. This is going to be your monthly Taroscope reading for the month of October. I will be working with the, there you go. I will be working with the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot, as well as the Halloween Oracle for your reading. Wow, they do not want to cooperate. There's your 3 right there. Well, your 4, actually. Okay, so Scorpio, your energy is all over the place. I'm having trouble shuffling. I feel like you're just scatterbrained, like, see, like, everywhere. So month of October might be just that. Okay, so let's see here. This was the first one. The core of your month, Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. This is a homey card, you know, like real comforting. Like, I feel like the month of October for a lot of you it reminds you of just a sweet memory of home, probably a childhood memory, but it brings you a lot of comfort. And so I think that the core of for October, this is going to be a time of year for you where you're just feeling really comforted, kind of like a vacation, even though you may not be taking a vacation, but it kind of feels like that vacation energy, real cozy, okay? Which I think is what you need, considering if your energy is really out there right now, like all over the place. So you had 4 cards that came out like when I was shuffling. And the first one that flew out was the Page of Wands. And that was for your influence. The Page of Wands, I feel like your influence here is you're really influenced by a lot of other people around you. And I feel like you're naturally a really creative individual, and you have ideas, you have a mind of your own. But I'm really being drawn to the images that are around this entity. There are little faces in the clouds, and I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but that is actually what's drawing my attention, not so much the entity and the image. So I really feel like you are being heavily influenced right now by I don't think that there's people telling you stuff. I think it's more you're in your mind, like you're in your head, you're putting things together that maybe don't necessarily exist, but you're starting to kind of believe what your mind is telling you, if that makes any sense, okay? And I think that when this kind of thing happens, it is a sign for you to really, you need to take a break. And I think with this Barmbrack, like this cozy feeling I think for a lot of you, it would be in your best interest to really step into a place where you feel more comforted, you feel like you're at home, that you can kick off your shoes and just be yourself and really unwind. I think it's good for a lot of you to probably go back to the home life, visiting family, your parents, and just tapping back into that kind of energy this month. The challenge is you have the Hangman. Putting yourself in perspective in someone else's, putting yourself in someone else's perspective, looking at a situation from someone else's eyes. That is a challenge for you. So it's really hard for you to make that connection this month, with seeing eye to eye with somebody else, or seeing someone's opinion for how they see it, not yours, not your own opinion. You know what I mean? I think that that's what the challenge is here for you is, I really feel like you are putting on so much, and it's not even legit. I feel like, this is all in your head. I feel like it's all in your head that you are putting on these notions about a certain person. You're already holding a grudge against them, and there's no need for that yet. And I say yet, like as if it's going to happen. Like there is going to be a reason for that. But you're already making yourself dislike someone or not feel connected to someone, and you don't really know them yet. You know what I mean? So that's very, very broad, vague, but I feel like it's going to hit home for someone here who's watching. What to focus on, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I just think that Six of Pentacles is just kind of like focusing on what is important to you and what creates you, like your energy. Because this card just really makes me think of energy and really makes me think of a support system. Like you have this entity here and you have this, I think it's a bear. I think it's a bear. And then you have fish swimming out of her. I mean, you have so many, so much life in this image. And I feel like it's all growing from within her or from within this entity. All of these pieces of them, right? And I think that this is just symbolic for your focus should be on, don't lose yourself in your own thoughts. Don't lose yourself in your mind, your friends and your connections, because of your own toxic way of thinking. And I feel like you're being very toxic with yourself. You're only doing this to hurt yourself. You're hurting yourself literally, by thinking this way and having these feelings. And I think that the core of the month here, I'm really being brought back to that cozy feeling. You need a break. You really need a break. You really need to take a step back. There's a lot of energy here, a lot of feeling. And I think that if you're not careful and you're not seeing eye to eye with this person, or if this could be a group of people, you're really going to kind of break that dynamic between you and that person. Because you're already just putting yourself out there to really feel a certain way about this individual, and you really don't know them. The Oracle card, I'm sorry, I have it written down as that. The advice card or the tip, you got King of Swords. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. The King of Swords is a very, he's in his head, he's in his mind, but he's so sure of everything that he thinks and everything that he does. He is mentally strong. King of Swords energy. So I feel like for your tip, it's just trust yourself, but don't overanalyze and don't overthink, because the King of Swords energy, he knows better. And he's a communicator, and I think that when you're failing to communicate with people and you're failing to see eye to eye with people, you're just tainting a possible friendship, or you're tainting a possible connection, because you already have these feelings, and you don't even know if they're legit. I know this reading, all the other ones have been making so much sense, but this one just completely like threw me for a loop, because I feel like there's just different feelings coming left and right, and I don't know if it's because I'm just getting tired, doing all the readings right now. But I feel so jumbled. So definitely take a step back, you guys. In October, I think, if anything, don't listen to your own thoughts. Don't get so, don't hold so much grudges and bringing up like a final result or a final feeling judgment on someone until you really get to know them. Okay? I don't know. I think I have to just leave this reading how it is. It's just too much. So I hope that this kind of makes sense to you guys. Again, it's very generalized. If you want a private reading with me, check it out in the description box. I wish you a beautiful month. I hope that you're able to find some peace and to quiet your minds. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.